Good morning. Eating ramen frequently may increase death risk. See, this is what I'm talking about. Cheap and tasty ramen noodles are extremely popular in Japan and around the world. But a new study has found, is it new? That eating ramen too often may actually shorten your life. The study used data from 6,725 people aged 40 and over in Japan's Yamagata prefecture. The participants had health checks and completed a survey on their personal lifestyle, including how often they ate ramen. The researchers then kept a record of the participants who died during an average follow-up period of 4.5 years. Participants were put into four groups: those who ate ramen less than once a month, those who ate it once to three times a month, those who had it once or twice a week, and those who had it three or more times a week. That's a lot. Participants were also asked how much of the ramen soup they drank. The researchers found that participants who ate ramen three or more times a week had a risk of death around 1.5 times that of those who ate ramen once or twice a week. However, this got even worse if participants not only ate ramen three or more times a week, but were male aged under 70, drank alcohol, or drank more than 50% of the ramen soup. The participants' background information showed that frequent ramen eaters were more likely to be men, to be younger, and to have unhealthy habits like smoking and drinking alcohol. Frequent ramen eaters also tended to drink over 50% of the ramen soup. Ramen soup usually contains a lot of salt, so drinking it often could cause health problems such as heart disease and cancer. I think it's more about the noodle itself. So if you're a man aged on and the oil they used, under so if you are a man aged under 70, you may want to consider how often you have ramen, drink a little less of the soup, and maybe also drink less alcohol. Questions: how many people participated in the study? What was the risk of death for people who ate ramen three or more times a week? Why can drinking a lot of ramen soup be harmful to health? I could understand it's really salty, but I think it's more like ingredients they used in, not the extract from the natural thing. It's just about the oil. What are your thoughts on the study's findings? No wonder. Do you find it surprising that eating ramen frequently can increase a person's risk of death? No wonder. I agree. I mean, we knew it. How often do you eat ramen? Almost none nowadays. I used to eat probably once in a couple of months. Do you usually drink all the soup? I did. Do you usually pay attention to the amount of salt in your food? I check more on the flours and the oils. Yes. What are the best ramen place and the sugar places in your area? See, I don't go anymore, so I don't know. Further discussion: do you ever make ramen at home? Almost never. What ingredients do you usually add to it? What are your favorite cheap and easy meals? Rice? I don't know if it's cheap anymore. Are there any unhealthy foods you are trying to cut down on? Flour, vegetable oils, dairies, sweet things, yes. Would you say eating habits in your country are getting more or less healthy? Less healthy. We are like filled with diseases. Which of the people you know lives the least healthy lifestyle? A lot of people, but I shouldn't talk about it. It's their problem. I don't.